So another day passed, another day. The Niners didn't trade Jimmy Garoppolo. They could trade him at any time, but I'm getting impatient. And I'm getting a little less hopeful that the Niners are actually going to trade him. Here's what you need to know. The most important thing to remember during this whole Jimmy Garoppolo trade saga, if it is a trade saga. During the season, when he was on that nice little run in November, when everyone said he was pumping up his trade value, Ian Rappaport went on NFL Network and said that the Niners' plan was working, that Jimmy Garoppolo was going to finish the rest of the year, and that last year the Niners actually could have traded Jimmy for a third-round pick, but decided not to keep him, and that their decision was paying off because certainly they're going to get that second-round pick for him, right? Well, I think the Niners are holding out for that second-round pick for a lot of reasons. One being that they could have had a third for him last year and said no. Wow. The other thing is that the Eagles got a second for Carson Wentz. The Jets got a second for Sam Darnold. And they're thinking, why can't we get a second for Jimmy Garoppolo? Well, I'll explain. When the Colts foolishly traded for Carson Wentz, they wanted him to be their starter. They didn't want to draft a quarterback or have a quarterback competition, and they felt that Wentz had the potential to be a franchise quarterback once again. They were wrong. Made a big mistake. But again, with the Panthers, when they traded for Sam Darnold, they felt they didn't want to draft a quarterback, didn't want to have a quarterback competition, wanted to get a potential franchise quarterback with a second-round pick. They thought it was a good value. Sam Darnold was the number 3 pick in the draft just a few years ago. A lot of people thought he was really special. Of course, he's not. He's freaking trash. But that was the Panthers' thought process. They messed up. So any team that's going to give a 2 for the Niners is going to be thinking along the lines of, we want Jimmy to start this year. That's our number 1 option. We don't want a quarterback competition. We want to draft a quarterback. Tell me what team that is. It doesn't exist. There is no team in the NFL right now that looks at Jimmy as their number 1 choice at quarterback this year. It doesn't exist. Correct me if I'm wrong here. It doesn't exist. We'll find out. But to me, what the Niners are learning is that they have a Ryan Tannehill on their hands. A Ryan Tannehill after he left Miami. No one's looking at him as a starting quarterback. Maybe as a backup. Maybe as a high-level backup who can come in if your starter, who's shaky, gets hurt. Sure. But that's not worth a second-round pick, a third-round pick. That's a 4 at best. A 4. So the Niners have to decide, do they take a 4 for Jimmy Garoppolo now and take the media hit that comes with it, right? Because everyone's going to say, well, Ian Rappaport said you could have had a 3 for him last year. How you lost. You made his value go down. How dumb, right? Do they want to take that media hit, or are they going to hold on to Jimmy Garoppolo another year because they can get a third-round comp pick for him next year? That would be horrendous. Who cares about the difference between a third-round pick and a fourth-round pick? It's just PR. It's just optics. We're talking the 115th pick or the 145th pick. It doesn't freaking matter. And you're going to waste an entire year of Trey Lance's development, of the team's Super Bowl window on Jimmy Garoppolo, who we know is not a franchise quarterback, has no upside, can't win a Super Bowl with this team, just so you can take that pick from 145 to 115. Again, the reason Wentz and Darnold went for 2s is because 2 teams actually thought there was potential there. There isn't. But that's what those teams thought. Everyone knows there's no potential with Jimmy Garoppolo. He has no upside. He hasn't gotten better in 5 years. He's been the same quarterback since 2017. He might have been better back then. He's old, he's injured, he's not young, he's injury prone, and he doesn't get better. Can't win a Super Bowl with him, no upside. 4th-round pick. Take it, 49er. Take the 4th-round pick. Take the ridicule. Take the shame. You should have traded him last year. Take it. Cut your losses now. Get the salary cap and move on. It's not worth holding on to Jimmy Garoppolo just to turn that 4th-round pick into a 3rd. I'm shocked I even have to explain this.